Hello and welcome to hopefully a short video. And in this video I'm gonna fix something that was really bothering me, and I mentioned it I believe in some of the devlog when I was skinning this character, and it was that the mesh was triangulated. So what this means is that instead of being quads, they were triangles. And it was really weird because the, the hair was quads, and no, well, the face was triangulated and also the body. So there were parts that were triangulated and parts that weren't. So I asked around, and it seems that all the mesh should not be triangulated, which makes sense because it makes the deformation in some cases more hard to do a better job uh, in the skinning part, and the deformation can be seen really rough, and even more in this case that it's a character optimized for mobile, that for example the cape, this backside could be done through materials in Unreal, or in this case it was done with another plane on this side that has another color. But the thing is that because the triangles are different, I mean, it seems it has become triangulated through exporting and importing the mesh from 3D Max to Maya, so it wasn't handmade. So this brings problems like this one, where the backside of the cape is going one way and the triangles on the other sides is going another one. This makes it that when I try to move the the cape, for example here, the triangles are deforming in different ways. So I get here the backside and here I get the front side. So that was no good, and I believe I mentioned it when I was doing this cape part, that even I will mention it again, this will be simulated in Unreal through cloth, so the deformation here is really not that bad, and I will make it collide with this, so no worries there. But it was really bugging me. So yeah, it was a problem between the export from the 3D Max and the import to Maya. So I asked around how could I fix it. They gave me like a lot of files, and the fix that worked was just importing it as an, instead of an FBX, using OBJ and checking the Maya export uh, presets. So what I need to do is oh, is do everything again. I'm sorry. Oh, now okay. I just need to import it again and copy and paste the influences from this model to the one that is not triangulated, and hopefully all the weights are copied correctly, because if it's not copied correctly, then I would really have to do the skinning again, and that's gonna suck a lot. So let's start this process. So load a new scene, a clean scene, and then art, edit existing character, the cleric. I don't want to mess with the rig, I just want to fix the skinning problem. So yeah, edit export file, and this will give me the deformation part of the steps of the art and rigging tools. So yeah, here we have our characters. Our character doesn't have the controls, but we can see it has all the deformation needed. So what I'm gonna do here is import the mesh, the good mesh. Let's search for an obj. Here it is, Cleric version 6. And if we hide all the meshes with Ctrl H, we can see the new mesh, and we can see that it's not bind at all. So what I'm gonna do first, pop this back in. I'll open my skinning tools, and these skinning tools are great, and they have this button that is called copy pose. What these do, oh well, what it usually do, it's you can skin all the body normally, and if it has layers like a body layer, then on top the clothes, and then on top of that, I don't know, the cape, accessories, etc. What it does is you only need to skin the base layer, the body, and then you can copy the pose. Copy pose will transfer those weights to the layer on top. It just copy and paste based on the location, and it's really useful. So I believe this will be in the same location, so it's gonna work, or I'm hoping it's working. It will work perfectly. So yeah, let's try it. We just need to select first the body, and I will bring my outliner to this screen so you can see how I do it. So first I select the belt that has the weights that I need, and then I press Ctrl click on the belt that I want to give the same weights, and then I just press copy pose. And it says the two surfaces have different numbers of influence, maybe problematic. Okay, it's fine. Just to be sure that I'm getting the results I need, I'm gonna click here on the joint, the root joint, and I'm gonna click label. This is gonna label all my joints, and it will be especially useful to mirror weights, or in this case copy weights. So yeah, the epic skeleton uses the, I'm gonna show you here. Here it is. Underscore L for the left side and underscore R for the right side. So I select my root joint label, and here I put the wildcard underscore and left side, right side. It gives me all the labels, and now I will proceed to do what I was doing before. So the belts, copy pose. The weapon here also, copy pose. Body, copy pose. Hair, and version 6 here. Copy pose, cloak, face, copy pose. So hopefully that does it. But let's test it, right? I won't build the skeleton. I won't build a rig unless I know it's working for sure. Let's hide it. Let's hide the correct mesh, the triangulated mesh. And now let's move some bones around. That seems alright. The fingers, let's try with the fingers. Oops. F to focus. Yeah, that seems quite alright. Maybe here we could like tweak it a little bit more. Let's see the spine, because that will really show if there is any error. Yeah, I'm not digging this type of line. I just need to smooth it a little bit more. And what you can see here easily that something is influencing that, but again, it's really not a problem, because that will be simulated in Unreal. But this I really do not like this type of deformation. Maybe I can cheat and just smooth all. Okay, I won't cheat. I don't want this to crash. So yeah, it's more a vertex thing. Like, I can do the weight hammer and it should be just fine. Here also, weight hammer. What was bothering me earlier here? Weight hammer. Here also. This part. Weight hammer. Oh, and definitely this. Weight hammer. And now it looks a little more cleaner, if I say so myself. But yep, that's the process for changing skins. Let's return all the bones to their location. I mean, it's gonna be really easy to tell if the skinning is wrong when I'm animating more stuff. So in that way I can make sure that the rig is okay, and when we release it, everything should be just fine. So let's get this working. Now I can select all this, and I'm gonna save a backup of this, just in case. So before I save any of this, I can show you how I save stuff. So here, game. Yeah, I opened it. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the location of the art, animation region tool settings. Here is the location, and what I have done with this is that I have made it into a Git repository, so it's really easy to roll back versions. I'm gonna see if I have any previous um, files I would like to save, and there are. I'm gonna add them. Commit message, add it, idle pose, and attack 01 pose. I'll commit and I'll push it. Git push. Okay. And that's it. Status. Yeah, so now it's saved on the cloud, and I could build another character. Um, so I could have the cleric and the cleric not triangulated, right? But I wanted to keep it really clean. But in case I messed up for some reason, I could always roll back thanks to Git. That is a version control that I'm using, and well, I'm also a programmer, so that's why I'm really comfortable using those types of stuff. But yeah, we can, now that we have copied the weights, we can go here, remove the skin that I have selected. I have selected all the old ones. Let's detach, and now we can delete them, and there they go. I'll also, because I imported this just now, I'm gonna remove these names, call this weapon, and assign the materials, right? So they are, so it's looking like before. I'm gonna go to right click, assign existing material, and I believe this one was the one that I was using previously, and it is. So yeah, let's assign it, because the the obj, okay, come on, work. Okay, I had to select it. The obj file didn't give me the texture, but luckily I already had it set up, so yeah, it works. What's missing? Here it is. There it is. And now we're gonna build the skeleton and try an animation I did. So let's see how that works out. Okay, let's close the skin toolset, and let's remove this wireframe on shape. Build a control rig. Let's call it cleric again. I have it on Git, I can always roll back. Build, overwrite. Uh, I like the previous thumbnail, so yeah, use existing. And hopefully it works. Okay, the character was published. Let's see. If I load it, it should load. Cleric, there's the thumbnail, the old, like the new old thumbnail. Add and close. Let's load a pose I worked on before. Hopefully you have seen that speed video. Idle pose. Yeah, it doesn't seem too weird. Pose number 1. Yeah, something is weird here in the cable that I need to check. And pose number 2. Yeah, seems to be working. Let's see, let's try an animation. I had it open recently, I believe, the attack number 1. Yeah, I don't have a very good imagination, so yeah, attack number 1. Out of sync. Ah, well, it's out of sync because I have opened a new scene. Let's see. Yeah, seems to be working fine. Let's try with wireframe, and it's all quads, and that's really great. I'm seeing like little troubles here. No, that's actually pretty good. Well, not this we could really tweak that. Yeah, that this part shouldn't be sticking out like that. But yeah. I will give it a pass. Uh, and another skinning pass, and maybe I could also add the some joints for the hair, because yeah, yeah, I realized it would probably be better to have some movement there. And depending on the complexity, this could also be like the breast jiggle bones. That it even work on Maya. Is I wasn't aware of that, but they work here on Maya too. But yeah, maybe I could do something like that so this can move around. Um, yeah, we'll see. But at least now here, I don't like that shape. Here is really better. I could have mirrored it, and yeah, I'll work on it. But I'm happy because the model is now all quads. Really makes it easier. It would have been better to have it when I was skinny for the first time, but it is what it is. At least it's working as intended now. So yeah, that will be it for today. Hopefully you can find this tutorial on how to fix stuff easy. And yeah, see ya.